Yes, indeed. What's happening, world? We back at it with another post-fight review. Former unified junior middleweight champion Jarrett Hurd from Accokeek, Maryland, PG County, stand up, Pretty Girl County. You already know. Jarrett Hurd versus Francisco Santana in a fight of two halves. Not two halves like one guy was beating the other and the other guy came back. Let me hear Jarrett
All
Hurd
right,
right
Carl,
quick.
thank you very much. Jarrett, how would you assess your performance here this evening?
I love it, man. We came out here and did what we wanted to do. First of all, I want to thank God, Mount Him, and everybody for the opportunity. And listen, the crowd don't like it, baby, but you got to understand. I got unanimous decision tonight. I did what I wanted to do. And
When you say you did what you wanted to do, what did you want to do? It looked like you were trying for the knockout. You almost achieved it in that 10th round. But up until then, it looked like there was some frustration.
oh, it was definitely no frustration, man. We wanted to work behind the jab. We didn't want to go toe to toe. We didn't want to go
The
to the
hell's
ground.
Jim
We just
Gray
wanted to make the
talking
rounds
about?
and make sure we won unanimous.
How difficult was it for you mentally to come back in this fight after what happened against Williams
Marsh Boxing,
and
hit
put that
that thumbs
behind
up
you
on
and
your
then have some
way in
confidence to go out and perform in this?
Oh man,
and
listen,
on
that
your
was no
way
favorites.
out.
You know what I'm saying? We moved on from that fight. We just came out here. We had a long layover. We came out here and got the job done.
And what would you like to do going forward? Do you feel as though you want another fighter ready to get right back in and contend for that title?
We won the belts, man. We won the belts. You won the belts. I'm not exactly sure what's going to be our next move because it was a big switch up in things. But we definitely want to get the belts and see what's next for.
All right. Nice to see you. Appreciate it. Thank
Thank
you.
you. I appreciate our fans and everything. Thank you, Swift Nation, for coming out, baby. I'm back.
Javed Hurd.
Back to you,
He ain't
Carl.
getting too much love out there in Brooklyn, man. A
All
lot
right,
of
Jeff,
people not
thank you
high
very
on
much.
Javed Hurd, even when he was dominating 154 pounds. But let's get into this fight. This was a fight of two halves, you know what I mean? The first 6 rounds, Javed Hurd was using a lot of lateral movement. You know what I'm saying? He was using a lot of lateral movement, using his jab. You know what I'm saying? Keeping this guy at bay. This guy, Francisco Santana, couldn't cut off the ring to save his life. So Jarrett Hurd wasn't really in any danger, you know what I'm saying? Around round 6 through 7, Jarrett Hurd now planted his feet and he tried to employ more of James Toney type of tactics. Flat footed in the pocket, evading shots, keeping his right hand. He had his right hand by his head like a telephone, better than I've ever seen before. So I gotta give credit to Coach K, Colorama or Kamala, whatever, however you call. I just call him Coach K for short. So they obviously came into this fight trying to work on some things, defense. You know what I'm saying? The head movement. He'd had a lot of block punches. You know what I mean? Kept his that right hand on his up like a telephone. He stayed out of range of this guy Francisco Santana's only home run type of shot, which could be a left hook. And uh, Javed Hurd was seldomly hit in this fight. You know what I mean? Javed Hurd in the second half of the fight now said, F all that boxing stuff, man. We gonna go back to what Jarrett Swift Hurd do best, and that's apply pressure. You know what I'm saying? And he got a knockdown in round 10. You know what I mean? Through numerous right and left hooks, the guy Francisco Santana was standing right in front of him. Then he caught him with the beautiful right uppercut, something Javed Hurd said he's been working on, and now he landed one almost every single round of the fight. You know what I mean? Let me read Clarissa Shields' tweet. She says, I'm happy to see her back in the ring with a new team. Coach K is one of the best coaches I know, played a big part in my 2016 Olympic gold medal at Showtime Boxing. So Clarissa Shields bigging up the man Javed Hurd, you know what I mean? But I think Javed Hurd, look, sure enough he got with the new coach, you know what I mean? But I think he probably should have gone for the knockout, probably from like round 4 and 5. You know what I mean? Not at round 8, 9, and 10. You know what I'm saying? Which he got the knockdown in round 10, but he should have gone for the knockout earlier. You know what I'm saying? This is a guy that you're supposed to dominate. A guy who's a career welterweight. You know what I mean? And yes, Jared Hurd hasn't been in the ring since May of last year, a fight I was live at versus Julian J. Rock Williams. You know what I mean? Where Jarrett Hurd lost both of his titles. Um, so he might have had a little ring rust, but he's working on some new stuff with his coach. You know what I mean? Um, I think the tactics he employed today would be good against a guy like a Jamel Charlo. You know what I mean? A pure boxer, a guy can outbox Jamel Charlo all day, every day. And I like how Jarrett Hurd had that right hand guarding his temple and his right side of his face to avoid getting caught with the left hook. You know, he did that pretty well, especially in the pocket, using a kind of shoulder roll, James Toney type of tactics. You know what I mean? But good performance from Jarrett Hurd. Kaz Gomez is in the chat and he asks, did Jared win? Absolutely. Jared Hurd won. I gave him every single round. Whitewash. A 10 rounder. He didn't go 12 rounds. You know, it's his first fight back since May. You know, trying to get back in the groove of things. You know what I mean? But, you know, Jared Hurd, man, he didn't really call out anybody. He says we're going to see what's next for him since, you know, the landscape has changed, especially considering how Jason Rosario defeated Julian J. Rock Williams last week on PBC on Fox. So, you know, I personally would like to see Jarrett Hurd fight any of those guys, Jason Rosario or Jamel Charlo. There's no point of fighting Tony Harrison. You know what I mean? Julian J. Rock Williams fight right now. Look, if there's stipulations that whoever wins between Julian J. Rock Williams and Jarrett Hurd gets an immediate title shot at any of the champions, be it Jamel Charlo or Jason Rosario. And I'm assuming that the man, what's his name? Brian Castano is gonna be in a fight with the WBO champion Patrick Teixeira. You know that fight's supposed to be going to purse bid, so there's gonna be a lot of options left for Jarrett Hurd, man, and hopefully we can see him back in the ring because I do believe he can become a champion again at 154 pounds. As a matter of fact, I really believe that he can get it done. And tonight, the crowd in Brooklyn, maybe they quite didn't understand what Jarrett Hurd was doing, but then again, they didn't pay their hard-earned money to come see a sparring match. So I feel why they were bored at times, but they definitely got a nice 10th round, you know what I mean? Worth their money, you know what I'm saying? Too bad it wasn't no KO, but at least it was a knockdown. B Marsh Boxing, leave your thoughts and comments. Let me know what y'all thought about Jarrett Hurd in his first comeback fight after losing his unified titles at 154. I'm gone. Peace.